Hello, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking, and thank you for joining us here today, this Wednesday, the 17th of July of 2024. You know, this date today does ring a bell. A whole year ago on this day, it was when the nodal axis, the nodes of the moon, they shifted from fixed Taurus North Node into Cardinal Fire Aries North Node, and from Scorpio South Node into Libra South Node. Plus, this was the day that there was a huge, a lot of pressure on Pluto as the nodal axis shifted, and connected with Pluto. So it's a whole year that things haven't been easy in the world. We know Pluto speaks to the people, speaks to amplification, lots, riches, the rich and the powerful. Anyway, Pluto can also speak to control, forms of control, things that are hidden. So the nodes are all about fate and destiny. So my dear friends, in the astrology, we've got opportunities right now, fated opportunities relative to Venus, as she is connecting really well from Leo, which is a fixed fire sign. She's very courageous, she's very extravagant, and she loves to show off her good side. She likes to show off what she loves, what she desires, what she's going to risk to create. And Venus is in a wonderful, Venus is in a wonderful aspect to the North Node, a flowing aspect to the North Node in Aries, very positive indeed. Make yourself at home, Gaia, why don't you? I'm going to have to move her in a moment. There is no space to put the tarot down. Anyway, so I was saying that there are really good flowing opportunities as Venus is connecting really well to the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. The best aspect, which is a trine, is towards the North Node, which is a Jupiterian, abundant, expansive energy, lucky energy. And at this moment that we're starting to do this reading, the moon also in Sagittarius, which is a Jupiterian ruled sign, we've got a grand fire trine, is connecting really well to a flowing trine to the North Node and over to Venus. So we've got this beautiful grand fire trine, which is like a very positive triangle in the sky, which is saying emotionally we've got great opportunities. And Neptune is also in the picture, as Neptune is sort of connecting with Venus as well. So there can be magic in the air. There could also be possible opportunities to see what's been hidden, possibilities to let go of anything toxic, secretive, and deceptive, but also controlling, relative to matters of love, right? As recently Venus has opposed Pluto, and that means sort of an opposition. It's like a full moon, seeing the deception, seeing the form of control where love is concerned. Pluto rules Scorpio and can also be relative to intimacy and sexuality. So forms of power where intimate relationships are concerned, or even the power of the unknown. Pluto is secretive, right? So Venus has opposed Pluto, and an opposition is like a full moon where we get to see things that were hidden. But now, as the moon has ingressed into Sagittarius, there is a more sense of openness. It's like emotionally we're willing to take that journey. We're given the opportunities to take that journey. So thank you all for your love, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. And let's see where this journey, this love journey, is at this time. Stay with us. Today we'll be using a Mirror's Love Oracle, the Romance Angels, the Mystic Moon Oracles that we always use. And we're also going to take the Lover's Path Tarot and see what's coming through. We'll see what else we're using. This is the Spellcaster's Tarot for the main spread. We'll be doing a 5-card spread today because we've got other cards as well. And we want to get a clearer picture of what's really going on. So let's look at the Karma Dharma at this time. Okay, we've got a reversed card, so I find that really strange because the cards are upright. Now this is judgment. This is a moment of crisis. Maybe there's been a crisis already. Maybe you're going through the crisis right now. Remember, the judgment card is Plutonian. It is Pluto. It's like a resurrection. It's like through crisis needing to make a choice. Possibly someone's made a choice already. Possibly some of you have lost hope that this relationship can blossom, that there can be second chances. In the reverse, this would go back to number 19 since it's a 20. So maybe the crisis for some of you is up ahead, where someone is going to be making a decision through a moment of crisis. Maybe the resurrection is ahead for some of us, okay? So the promise is of a blossom, of second chances, of, like Spirit Archangel Michael saying, it's time now to resurrect. It's like an awakening. It is like an awakening, but through crisis. And it's like Spirit is going to call upon the moment that is the right opportunity to resurrect a relationship. Okay, so if we go back a step to number 19, that is the Sun. The Sun can speak to healing, confidence, reconciliation for some of you, confidence, right? Because the Sun is not only healing, it's an opportunity to take charge, to take leadership. Remember that Venus and Mercury are transiting through Leo now, where the Sun is still at the last degrees of Cancer, so we're still in the Cancer season. As today is the 17th of July, come 22nd, 23rd of the month, when the Sun will ingress into Leo and oppose Pluto in Aquarius, that surely will be like a huge magnifying glass onto Pluto. Sun would be the magnifying glass, the courage, the possibility to see and therefore heal, the possibility to get over any sort of an ending that you may have gone through with this important person that you're concentrating on now as we're taking this reading. And remember, the Sun is also a masculine energy. Right now, the Sun is not in a powerful position. It's transiting through Cancer, which is a sign ruled by the Moon. And the Moon speaks to secrets, psychic ability, fears, matters to do with the past. It's like the Sun now is bringing the light to matters pertaining to the past, which is Cancer. Cancer is also someone's personal life, their emotional happiness, life, their family situations, right? So the Sun is not strong in Cancer. But to me, because the Sun and the Moon, they signify an opportunity for a new beginning. Sun and Moon is the yin and the yang. They come together. They join forces to create something. So something may be created now, this new seed. And I would say especially looking at looking at this new moon in Cancer, July 5th, which a new moon in Cancer, of course, is the Sun and the Moon coming together, right? And we've gone through last month a full moon in Capricorn, which is the sign opposite Cancer. And Capricorn is a Saturn-ruled sign, which speaks to hard work, needing to be grounded, needing to be mature. Capricorn is like the 10th natural house, which is saying, look at your future, mature, take those important steps moving forward, because something is closing up relative to the area of Capricorn in our charts. That depends on your rising sign, of course. But Capricorn, remember, is Saturn ruled, and Saturn is the lord of karma and timing, blockages, limitations, also boundaries. So I would guess that it would take 2 full moons in Capricorn, because we're coming up to a full moon in Capricorn, right, on the 21st, which is when we're having 20th, 21st of the month, when we're having that second blue moon, which is a rare second moon in the same sign, and that is going to be on Pluto at the last degree, which is called an anaretic degree, the last degree of Capricorn. Those of you that are cardinal signs, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries and Libra, that have been affected by Pluto, and Pluto has not finished his transition through Capricorn yet, not until September this year, which will be an eclipse period of time. We're having eclipses there in September and early October. So Pluto has not finished his transition through Capricorn. We've all got Capricorn somewhere in our charts. So it's really interesting that we're going to have a second full moon, a blue moon, a rare moon, a closing up of a cycle on Pluto in Capricorn, because Capricorn is Saturn ruled. Now Saturn is retrograde in the sign of Pisces, which is a mutable water sign, emotionally making the changes, possibly seeing things more clearly, seeing things through a real lens and not only through, those rose-colored glasses. Saturn retrograde is giving us opportunities to lay down those foundations based in reality, in real time, not only living in the dream. So Saturn retrograde gives us the opportunity to do the work now, to complete any difficult cycles, whether it's narcissism, it could be relative to a cycle in your personal life. It could be a cycle that's possibly ending that you had trouble finishing up with. It could be a past narcissistic relationship that you or your person, if there are third-party situations here. And that's why we've got 2 full moons in Capricorn. If something did not round up and finish up in your life last month, because that full moon happened in Capricorn at the first degrees. Okay, Gaia, you're getting carried away there. Let's put you on the bed. I don't want you getting burnt. There you go. Go and relax on the bed there. Good girl. So that's probably why now it's like the second full moon on the 21st, which is also when Mars is going to leave Taurus. Thankfully, Mars is going to enter Gemini. And the energies will shift surely. And that will be a big shift, I feel, with that second full moon. That if you haven't been able to deal with a closing up of a difficult, narcissistic, Cronian past either cycle or other relationship, now this is the second chance with this second full moon happening in Capricorn on Pluto. But it's the 29th degree, which is an anaretic degree, which is never easy. Okay, so there is a sense of crisis possibly ahead, of us, but also second chances, like Archangel Michael is saying that we are given opportunities as Saturn is sort of relieving us and giving us time to go back over situations that we needed to either set boundaries, or because Neptune is also at that 29th degree of Pisces, he rules Pisces. He's carrying the whole zodiac on his back, which is like, if you don't get to see the truth now, if those rose-colored glasses don't come off now, I don't know when they will. So you can continue living in that fantasy, in that dream, or you can get grounded, which is Saturn in Pisces. Release any karma, because Pisces is the 12th natural house, the last house. It's a very karmic house. It is the house of divinity, spirituality. It is the house of karma and releasing karma, endings, releasing major cycles in our lives, major cycles of importance, because the 12th house can also speak to secret love affairs. It speaks to solitude. It speaks to sleep and dreams. And, Pisces is unconditional love, but it can also be the martyr. So where there hasn't been reciprocity, where there hasn't been love, where there hasn't been truth, maybe we're going through that sort of an awakening. And as I said, Spirit wants what's best for us. So even if we're going through challenges and difficulties, as you know, we've been going through, as I said, the sun moving through Cancer, it's like lighting up the past, lighting up your personal your personal life, your person's personal life. The sun is also healing, so healing that inner child, healing any matters pertaining to our personal lives. And now the sun will ingress into Leo and be more confident, bring healing, bring happiness to that inner child, bring openness, and with, a risk factor, because Leo is about taking risks. Leo is about inspiration, creation, fire, desire, and it's all about moving forward. Now, Mercury is also in Leo, and Mercury has now stepped on the degrees that Mercury will retrograde back to. But Mercury, remember, is not at home. Mercury rules Virgo. He will enter Virgo very soon. He will get to that 4th degree of Virgo, so very important for fixed signs at the last decan, right? Last 10 days, and the first decan of the mutable signs will be affected by the Mercury retrograde. But remember, Mercury in Leo, it's all about speaking about the heart. And Mercury right now, as he steps on those degrees, is in a flowing, beautiful aspect to Chiron in Aries, which is initiation. It's finding that resolution through taking that risk and being open, seeing things more clearly, getting grounded, Virgo, being of service, and only servicing relationships that have returned, the love. Where there has been no return and there's only been martyr, I can't even say the word, sacrifice and no return on your sacrifices, it's time to close that door. Okay, I know a lot of you are very interested in the astrology, and that's why I thought it's an important time to talk about that. There are many opportunities, but it is a little bit stressful at this time, as Mars is coming up to the last degrees. He's passed over Uranus, he's passed over Algol, and now he's heading towards those last degrees of Taurus, which will bring a lot of struggle, a lot of stress, irritation, anger, nervousness, and frustration to the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, that have got planets at those last degrees of the fixed signs. So what's going on, dear Spirit? Let's stop blabbing on about the astrology. I know you love it. That's why I'm here telling you this. But even Jupiter from Gemini is in a flowing aspect to the nodes. He's helping us release the past comfortable South Node, our comfort zone. He's helping us break free from the past and giving us the truth, therefore, so that we could follow that North Node in Aries. Aries is the head, it's leadership. Aries is initiation, it's like the Fool. Let's see what's going on in this relationship, the person you are concentrating on. And thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Always, it helps the channel. Thank you for your donations. If you're interested in a personal reading, then do get in quick. At some point, I'm going to take a break, and therefore you will have to wait longer. Even if you go ahead and purchase a reading, you will have to wait longer because I will not be around. I need to take a breather myself. Let me know if you're interested, and I will tell you when a reading could be returned to you. Let's see. All the links are beneath this the video. Join us on Patreon. Do connect with us. If you're interested in the astrology ahead, the new and full moons analysis that we do on Patreon, and also the 12 love readings. 12 love readings without ads on Patreon for the month. What is going on really? What is going on in love at this time relative to the person that we have on our minds at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's look at the now. Where is this relationship in the now? We've got the Strength card. So possibly talking about the Leo season, which is just around the corner. We know Leo is about risk. It's about the inner child. It's about happiness. It's about romance, flirtation, being open. It is about generosity of heart as well. And there's great confidence. There's no shyness in Leo. Leo will be very open about their emotions, about what tickles their fancy. So maybe, we all embody these energies through the Leo season, surely as we're part of the collective, but also as we're coming up to the Leo season. Of course, you have to check out the Leo part of your chart and see, because Venus is there, Mercury is there, the sun's going to enter very soon. So a lot to do with our personal situations. Venus and Mercury, their personal signs, and the sun is going to light things up in the Leo part of our charts. So the Strength card does speak to confidence, does speak to someone needing to be strong, needing to trust that with their generosity of heart, their openness, that will be, even if this is a risk that's taken, that it will be reciprocated. Let's see where this relationship is coming from. We've got the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there is great desire, there's power within the Queen of Wands, there's inspiration, there's creativity, there's flirtation. She does tend to be very decisive in this card. She doesn't hold back. The Divine Feminine is sitting in a position of power. Now, it could be the masculine side to the feminine. Those of you that are, we've got more females here than males, but her masculine side is surely coming out. We know during the Cancer season, as Cancer is ruled by the moon, it's more secret love, secrecy about what's going on in your personal life, in their personal life. More about wanting or waiting to be nurtured, loved, and provided. Here it's more about, even though Leo is fixed, can get fixated, can be quite stubborn, would be the lower vibration of Leo. But Leo does create. Leo is very powerful. Leo is ruled by the sun. And the sun is, I don't hide anything about what I want. We see great decisiveness in the Divine Feminine, which could be taking the lead in this love connection in the distant past. Let's look at the recent past. We've got the Death card. So this could speak to decisiveness about some sort of an ending. Remember what I said, that Venus opposed Pluto recently. So Venus could be, if you're a feminine, if you're, a female, the feminine is not worried, is fearless, I'm going to say, about closing up. Because remember what we were talking about, Venus connecting with Pluto, and this is a Plutonian energy. She's like taking the lead, she's very decisive, and she's cutting away all that dead skin, whatever's been holding her back. She's cutting out narcissistic past behaviors. She's cutting out narcissistic past relationships. She's cutting back on anything that's been weighing her down. She doesn't fear the change. She's taking a risk. And this risk is going to make the big difference, because this is an ending. And we know that Pluto is also very sexual. Pluto rules Scorpio, and Scorpio is the 8th natural house. This could be an ending, because usually Queen of Wands is very driven and sexual, and she will chase. She will chase. She will show her sex appeal. She doesn't hold back. But the Death card could be an ending of the intimacy, which could be a powerful tool that she holds. Right? Let's see what's crowning. We've got the High Priestess, and the High Priestess, another major arcana. Pisces, Virgo energies, more so Pisces. Remember, we were talking about a release, about the Pisces part of the chart, and that Neptune is at that 29th degree, almost at the end of Pisces. It feels like something is coming to an end, but there are some issues, some things that we still need to sort of deal with that are connected to the past, I feel. There needs to be confidence. And that's why I feel that we got the Blossom card in the reverse, because it's like needing to summon up the power and overcome any fear. The Divine Feminine, I feel, is taking the initiative here, is holding the power at this time. Now, of course, some of you could be dealing with a masculine that's got more feminine energy frequencies within their chart. So you can swap the roles, take the messages as they resonate for you. We see here that, yes, we've got strong masculine yang energy coming through. That's what I'm getting with the initial card here. Now, there's also, I get a sense of power struggle. Why do I say that? Because we did say we've got Leo here, which is a masculine fire sign. We've got Scorpio, which is a fixed water sign, which is more feminine. We've also got Pisces, which is about transmutation, change, and water again. So, a lot of emotions here. We do have strong fire and emotions. Now, the Blossom card. Remember what I said, going back to the Sun, which would be Leo again, masculine energy, and then again Blossom, which is more Scorpio. So it's like a power struggle within the fixed fire and the fixed water. So whether it's yang and yin, whether it's you could have strong Leo in your chart. Yes, Leo comes through, even though this is an Aries card. Leo comes through stronger, I would say. And Scorpio, which are two fixed signs. And remember that connection of Uranus and Mars in Taurus. Taurus is another fixed sign, which has which is in difficult aspect to these fixed signs. So squares are difficult aspects, which says someone needs to get out of their comfort zone, take the action, possibly make the changes, listen to your intuition. The High Priestess also speaks to a third party. She's usually the third party, the other woman, if there are choices here. Let's see what the possible outcome is. Because I'm going to say also, because this is Pisces energy, Pisces is where we're going to have an eclipse. That will be a full moon, so it's going to be a lunar eclipse on September 18th, which this eclipse has already been activated already. So maybe this is playing out. And remember what I said, Pisces is the 12th karmic last house of the zodiac, and the planets Neptune and Saturn have retrograded, which means we are going back to the past and dealing with issues, either needing to see the truth, either needing to set boundaries, either to dissolve boundaries and blockages and limitations. So it could work, it will be different for each of us. So we see a lot going on in the fixed areas of the chart, or the fixed signs, but also the mutable signs. Let's see what the possible outcome is. Because remember, she's a 2. 2s speak to separation, or they speak to pairing up. We've got an 8 here. These are major arcana cards, so they speak very, very strongly. Do pay attention to the numbers of the cards. Number 8, which is the infinity symbol, so returning to the past, going through various cycles. In the infinity is something like never ending. So maybe this is also a never ending story, but maybe at this point it's time for this cycle, this relationship, this situation to finally change, get unstuck and go through those releases, having dealt with that karma, having gone through an awakening, growing spiritually, understanding that there are spiritual ties. There's not only sexual and power struggles within this connection, right? And the root, for me, the root of this reading speaks to the past, right? So the Queen of Wands is like the divine feminine, whoever holds the divine feminine, whether it's your sun sign, whether it's the power you exuded in the past, because the Queen of Wands, she knows what she wants and she chases. She's very flirtatious. She's a leader. I feel as though whoever holds the feminine energy, the feminine role within this relationship, is the one that instigated this relationship in whichever way it speaks to you. Let's see what the possible outcome is. And another major arcana, huge. This is huge, my dear friends. And I do get that there is power here because we've got 2 feminine archetypes here, right? So she holds the power. The feminine archetype holds the power in this reading. But there's a huge cycle that is completing here. This is a great accomplishment. Some of you are dealing with, yes, people that are at a physical distance from a different part of the world. Just give me a moment. I'm back. Sorry, I had an interruption, and I remembered to tell you, yes, please is on with the handwritten love messages, plus also those of you that are interested in a mini love reading, the little Greek oracle, right, which is this right here, which we've used in the past. We've done these little mini love readings. If you donate $15, I will email you the little love reading. Make sure make sure that you give me the first name of your person so I've got someone to reference, and email us at divinedebut11@gmail.com. Obviously, if you're interested, I will email you back with an audio and the pictures of the cards. That's what we did last time. So I'm giving you 2 options this time. And thank you for your support and your love always. Let's continue. So we were talking about the World card, which is a huge accomplishment, but it also speaks to an ending. The ending could be a past narcissistic difficult relationship, or it could be the ending to a cycle. The cycle could involve others. And what I mean by that, for instance, as I said, we've got 2 divine feminine here, two different personalities. It could be the same person for some of you, that some of you have gone through an awakening, right? You're listening to your intuition, because remember, she's in the crowning position. So yes, it could also be that you've connected to someone spiritually and therefore letting go of a past controlling, distrustful past relationship. Could have been a long term, could have been a marriage, right? Could have been short term, but it was a very powerful past relationship for some of you. So there's, obviously this is talking about awakening to a spiritual connection. Obviously this could be talking to a third party connection. Some of you may have been the third party, or you may be figuring out that there's someone else in the equation, right, where there's been infidelity, because this is also a very sexual card. And we see here, we see Venus in the womb. The womb is Cancer, the 4th natural house of the zodiac. That is the womb. That is where the child is birthed, and the child needs nurturing, loving by its mother. The mother is the moon, but the moon is also our personal, private lives. So maybe, yes, anything to do with childbirth. Let's not rule that out. I mean, childbirth, or someone that has got children with a past connection, that is what is controlling the inability to live their best love life. Be with the person that they want to be with. Be with the person that they feel called to be with. Be with their twin flame. Let go of a karmic situation, since a twin flame has entered. Many times these connections, these important connections, come in when not at the right time, and that's why they're very important connections. So we see Venus in the womb, ready to be birthed. That is the Cancer season. That is the sun moving through Cancer. Remember, the sun is flirtation, romance, sex as well. It's the 5th natural house. Through flirtation, fun, going out, having fun, celebrating, taking chances, dating someone, getting intimate. We've got intimacy here, surely. This is how a new seed is born, birthed, or this is how an actual child can be birthed. Remember, the sun now in Leo, the sun is the spirit, the sun is happiness, the sun is confidence, and the sun is, I'm coming out of the darkness, coming out of my secrecy. Cancer is the crab. Shows a tough exterior, but has a soft, mushy, sensitive, internal self. So now we're coming out of the woodworks, coming out of secrecy. The sun is going to shine, is going to bring happiness, is going to bring a lot of creation. If we think of Leo, which is the 5th natural house, it does rule children. So there is possibility for pregnancy for those of you that are able to fall pregnant. But if this is not a literal pregnancy, then this is the opportunity to create. And this is a grandiose ending of a cycle, but a huge accomplishment which could lead to something very significant, because the world card can speak to marriage. It can speak to, you know, a huge cycle ending and therefore a new cycle beginning. It's a completion point, but see the wreath? This speaks to success. And the sun, Leo, is about success, but possibly through taking a risk. Okay? So the opportunity to blossom. Blossom means growth. It means flirtation. It means happiness. Okay? Let's see what's at the foundation here. We've got the Page of Wands, which speaks to enthusiasm. A new journey opens up. You're hearing something off the grapevine relative to others. There could be third parties involved. Yes, there doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be three people within a relationship. Third party could be the child, could be a mother-in-law, could be any situation at all. Look, Page of Wands is a messenger. It's excitement. You're hearing something. Something is communicated. You're hearing something off the grapevine through your friends. This could be excitement. This could be stressful. Whichever way the cookie crumbles for you, it will be different for each of us. The birds are messengers, and he's hearing something from others. So hearing something from your friends, from third parties, something to do with social media, communication. There is Cancer and the Four of Cups, which means during the Cancer season, there was emotional hardships. Someone was not happy within their emotional life. They were keeping it possibly to themselves. It's interesting, we've got Aries, Cancer here. And obviously we're talking about cardinal signs which speak to new seasons and initiations and new seasons opening up. So we go from a 4 to a 3. Again, that goes backwards. And with the retrogrades starting now, they've already started. Pluto through Aquarius is retrograde. Saturn and Neptune through Pisces are retrograde. We're going to see Mercury also retrograding on the 4th of August. But now he's entering his shadow phase. So whatever's starting to happen now relative to your perception, which is Mercury, but also the way you communicate, right, which is Mercury, the ability to see through, look at those little details, to heal any unhealthy situation through confidence, right, through leadership. Mercury is in the house of the sun, right? And the sun could also be a divine masculine figure, but also the the spirit, the confidence from within us. So there's initiation here, even though these cardinal signs, they square each other, which means we have to get out of our comfort zone, I'm going to say again. Here is the Magician, and the Magician obviously is Major Arcana. He's an ace. I do feel, obviously here, with the Magician, because it does speak to the stars aligning, he is an ace. He is an ace, but also we could be talking about trickery here. Maybe not communicating things, maybe hiding things. The Magician can be trickery. So the inability to understand or to communicate clearly could be the Magician. But remember also that the Magician can also bring, because he is an ace and he's a Major Arcana card, and we've got the High Priestess, which is a 2 here. And And we've got the Hermit. So we've got strong Gemini and Virgo here, which again speak to transmutation and change. Transmutation. So possible change and a necessity of a new season opening up, but through confidence, through discomfort. And we've got the Queen of Cups. Someone's been looking for that inner light, looking for details. Virgo is all about the details. Looking for guidance. Maybe there's been, because of the thunder, the lightning, a little symbol above his head. This is like having an ingenious idea, thought. So we go from a 9 to an ace. 9s are closing up. 9s are endings. And it's got to do with matters of love. The Queen of Cups is also the High Priestess. But matters pertaining to nurturing, being loving. I mean, the Hermit is also, there's no communication, and then suddenly, bang, there's the communication. But the communication that has come in, the reality that has come in, someone emotionally recently in the past hasn't been happy, but there's going to be something that we will be hearing from the grapevine. Let's take more cards. Let's see what's going on. Let's take a Mirror's Love Oracle, which we don't take very often. Let's take 2-3 cards, we'll see. Dear Spirit, calling on my archangels, calling on Archangel Lophiel, Archangel Gabriel, I feel today I need to call. Open relationship. Young female. Money. The young female, she could be young at heart. She could be someone that was born in the 60s, 70s, but she's young at heart. I do get the Aries energy very strongly, nevertheless, fire from this young female. She's got an attitude. You could see the way she's looking at the camera and the way she is sitting, cross-legged. She's got an attitude, surely. Yes, she could be the Queen of Wands. Could be. Nevertheless, she's someone who's either got blonde hair, she dyes it red. She could be a natural redhead. She could be brunette and dyes her hair red. But maybe she's in an open relationship for the money. Maybe she's in an open relationship because of family, because of her heritage, because of where she comes from. I would say even an arranged marriage, following traditions, possibly for some people, but also relative to, because this is like the Ten of Pentacles. She's in it for the money. She's in it for the stability, the financial stability, but also connected to family. And family could speak to children, right? But she's got an attitude. But I would say she's in an open relationship. So in a relationship, possibly also for the wrong reasons. On another level, this could speak to the divine feminine exuding fiery energy. I did say very decisive, and relative to following what she desires, we could be talking about anger too. If there's been infidelity, Queen of Wands, right? And the Scorpio, the death card here, for whatever reason, someone's been looking elsewhere, not necessarily both parties. And it's relative to a marriage. But because it's like the Ten of Pentacles, it could also speak to a closing up of a cycle, just like the World card. Let's get more information. We've got a dark male. Dark male, also very free-spirited, very much of an attitude. This person, this masculine, could be someone that likes to dress casually, is very modern, but also possibly someone that's a little bit darker for their race, if not so dark, usually with dark hair. Let's see what else I can get. The infidelity could come from both if they are in a partnership. Let's see what else comes through. We've got wallflower. So you see, there's boredom. There's boredom within this connection. But also choices, I'm going to say, because we see the wallflower, we see like two feminine figures and a masculine in the background. Now this could be either someone holds strong Gemini in their chart, and Gemini is all about decisions. Could be a change of mind, someone that's not stable in their decisions, in their perception. They have trouble seeing things clearly. But it does also speak to maybe turning her back on a shadow period in her life, which can speak to being in a connection relative to infidelity. There's boredom, and when there's boredom and a lack of happiness within a marriage, that's when third parties enter. And we've got destiny. And I'm going to say also that she may not be aware that her twin has entered her life, which will, and her twin, when I say her twin, it could be her soulmate or her twin flame, which a lot of destiny will play out to certain endings and fate, because I do see the destiny card as stop, no more, or this is something that's very fated that's going on here, which could bring the ending to an open relationship here, because there's a lack of happiness, there's attitude, there's ego, and the hand of destiny is at play nevertheless. What do we have here? Spiritual growth, you see. I want to take a couple more cards on the destiny. We've got children. The children also remind me of a soulmate connection, or people, you know, it's like the Six of Cups. So destiny brings in a possible soulmate, and there will be friendship. We see the hands a lot, and the hands do speak to me, it's like the hand of fate, but also connecting with friends and meeting a soulmate, or connecting, first being as friends with a soulmate, and then this turning into a more love connection, love relationship, or meeting a soulmate through your friends, through social media. But yeah, Gemini comes through very strongly for me. What is this friendship? And you know, this could also say that a certain relationship ends well, where there's good communication because of the children trying to keep a positive attitude because there are children, and not wanting them to get hurt. Let's see what else. And we've got a fair male here, a younger fair male, I would say. Very similar coloring with this divine feminine. Now we also see here, we see two feminine here, so this could be four people in the picture. The bored feminine could also be a dark feminine, a dark-haired feminine figure, which to me, this brings up fire and water, and here we've got earth and also air, I would say. But this fair male has got light-colored eyes, is someone that's very modern, wheatish, blondish, reddish hair, similar coloring as I said. And we've got spiritual growth. We've got a nice queen, which brings up Libra, generally speaking. But she's very cold. A nice queen could be someone that's going through separation, or someone that's speaking their truth. Interesting that we've got like a tiger here. So it's like I get like anger within her, like she's wanting to roar from anger, as she could be possibly going through, and she's very cold and detached, going through a spiritual awakening. She maybe has been under the thumb of a controlling past relationship, which it's like she's lost her color. It's like she was someone that was very free-spirited, very, very happy-go-lucky, and then we've got the Ice Queen. So again, we could be talking about, again, two opposing energies here, where we've got like a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Wands. So take the messages as they resonate for you. There's a lot of details. There's many of you here, but that's what we've got there. Let's take the Lover's Path Tarot before we take another layer of tarot here. Dear Spirit, what is going on potentially at this time? I would say that the relationship that will survive will be one based on friendship, and friendship means obviously understanding each other and getting along. The infidelity may also have come from someone's friend, so from their close circle of friends. And that could be very painful as well. Let's see what's going on. We've got the Queen of Swords, Queen of Arrows, Venus. This is Libra, very strong Libra. And Libra is the South Node. And that's what we're needing to get away from, move away from. We've got a Three of Swords. Lots of worry pertaining to the Divine Feminine. We've got Seven of Cups. Feels like some truths will be revealed, obviously, relative to third parties and deception. Seven of Cups is like a dream. It's very dreamy, very imaginative. And also the Divine Feminine may be trying to escape a situation through sleeping a lot, through meditating, through maybe having a couple of drinks here or there, or even taking medicine for even depression, I'm going to say, because the Three of Swords is there, and the Three of Swords is a broken heart. Obviously, there could have been deception, third parties here. We've got the Chariot, number 7, which speaks to desire. We've got Tristan and Isolde, the story of Tristan and Isolde, which is it's a very sad story. Maybe this is also speaking to, if this is an important relationship that you feel you've been through or you've been connecting with through a past lifetime, maybe someone did go through a death process and maybe you lost this person in a past incarnation. An actual death took place. I'm going to say pay attention to your dreams and the messages that come through your dreams. We've got the Ace of Staves, Ace of Wands, which is a new possible beginning. Ace of Wands is an opportunity. It's like, this is what I desire. I desire to start living again. But the Ace of Wands is also like the light coming on and clearing the clouds here relative because of the desire. There's great desire here. Remember, the Chariot speaks to change, transition, but making a choice to take that chariot, that relationship forward. Some of you may be separated by physical distance. Someone here could be leaving a home because they were, something is finished. There was a lot of deception. And we've got the Six of Coins, which could speak to a reciprocity, like a return. This is a very karmic card. It's about possibly also needing to pay money out, whoever's going through divorce and separation, legalities, let's say. But Six of Coins is also, you know, that once there was more support, if there were two different individuals, more support from one than to the other, someone feeling left out in the cold. But sixes are balance, remember. And we've got a 7, so there is 6 of coins, 7 of coins. And we've got oppression, and we've got the Tower here. This is like, you know, the roof being blown off. It's like a pressure cook energy, pressure cooker here, that the pressure is on. And of course this is awareness. Remember what I said about the Mars Uranus on Algol in Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign. We do see earth, strong earth here. And Mars is going to, because Mars wants to move fast and he's been slowed down. He's had to be very, very careful as he's been moving through the house of Venus. He needed to be more polite. He needed to be more certain. Remember, Mars is the masculine. Go, go, go. But in fixed Taurus, Mars wants to move forward, but he wants to be certain before he takes that risk. But it's also through the inability to move fast and move forward. Connecting with Uranus is like the aha moment, the moment of awareness. That, remember, Medusa is a head full of poisonous snakes. And the controlling was very poisonous. The controlling may have been also thoughts being planted in your head, in their head, that they could not move for whatever reason. There was a lot of danger. There was the inability to have the confidence to slay the dragon. You know what I mean? So there's been, it's like the energy sort of being internalized. But it feels like there's going to be sudden changes as Mars is going to enter Leo, I would say, and will also, of course, as Mars is going to enter Gemini, air in an air sign, which Gemini is a mutable sign. Decisions will have to be made. There's a new opening coming in as Mars is going to come and connect with Jupiter. And that's sort of going to be, yes, a lot of openings, a lot of movement, a lot of communication, a lot of decisions, a lot of travel is ahead. The oppression here, and even the 7 of coins, which is like stuck energies. This is about investing in something for too long and stuck energies. So where there hasn't been release, there's been anger, there's frustration, and that's what we're going to see. Because I do feel that even though we had the attempt to assassinate Trump, it did not happen. They were not able to pull it off. Which, I'm not going to say which side I'm going to take, obviously. I don't live in the US. But I'm going to say that if that had happened, then that would have been Perseus having been killed and not having slayed the dragon, which in actual fact in mythology, he, with the help obviously of the gods, he was able to slay Medusa, behead the poisonous head, which speaks to leadership. Now that's on a world front. We've had some of the conclusion relative to this new cycle, some outcome, let's say, relative to the Mars-Uranus conjunction on Medusa, on Algol. But I feel that there will be a lot more that we will be seeing, and they're going to be the tower moments, because this oppression is going to, it's like a volcanic eruption which is being held back still. It's given a little bit of a release, but I feel that the main outcome and results of that conjunction we have not seen yet in our personal lives as well as in the world. What's beneath the tower? We've got judgment, and judgment is also here, and judgment speaks to a moment of crisis, being judged. It's like Judgment Day, and I feel that Judgment Day has not come in yet. Truly, we're waiting on the green light from Spirit, from the gods, from Archangel Michael, which we are also hopefully tuning in with here. So Earth is about slowness. It has been slow. I feel that the energies are going to pick up, okay? And there will be a release, because remember the pressure that women have when they're giving birth. It's not an easy process, but something is birthed from after their waters break, there's the birth, and that's where we're at right now. To break the waters for that child to be birthed is not an easy process. There's no stopping it, obviously. Something is going to be birthed here. Let's see what's going on. And obviously, we all condone actions as those that took place on the 13th of July, wherever in the world. Innocent people, an innocent man was killed. It's so unfortunate. What can I say? And I feel that the world just escaped the havoc and the chaos that would have happened in the US. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see why we've got the Strength card, my dear friends, in the now. We've got the World card, another major arcana. Jupiter is at play here. He's ending a major cycle. So there will be an ending. Things are still up in the air, I would say. Even the Leo card, the Strength card, is talking to patience, the turning of fate, a hand of time, a hand of spirit. The wisdom is going to come in. There will be a choice that will be made, obviously. And remember, even if there's been juggling between making a decision, trying to find balance, equilibrium, things are up in the air, but Jupiter is going to see to the fated events that are meant to happen. Jupiter is also an ace. Okay? Let's look at this Queen of Wands, because with here I do feel someone could be falling out of the equation. Some truths will be revealed here. A cycle, major cycle, is ending. What is this Queen of Wands about? Someone who is single, someone who's very independent. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy, so we could be talking about Leo, Virgo, cuspers. We could be talking about Aries, Taurus, cuspers, but I would say more so because the Nine of Pentacles is the Virgo card. I would say more so, a Leo, Virgo. But, the Nine of Pentacles is also, she's alone. She could be in another connection, but she feels like she is in the Garden of Eden. There's forbidden fruit. It's like the wall. There's a half wall that's built. It's like she's stuck in a situation that she wants to get out of, and it is a 9. Let's take another card, and we've got a 5 of Wands. So in another connection, maybe where there was discomfort, disagreements, other people being involved. This could also be internal conflict, but we see blindfolded people where maybe she did not have all the information she needed, or maybe she was staying in a situation and not letting people know about what was going on with her internally, and she was in a lot of conflict. Obviously, remember though, she holds the 6th wand, and she's very decisive about succeeding and becoming single, possibly getting out of a conflictual situation. What is the Death card? We've got the Ace of Cups. Falling in love with a Scorpio, is it? Ace of Cups is self-love. Those of you that have been in a narcissistic past, you may have gone through an ending and you're going through the process of loving yourself. You've gone through an awakening, obviously. There is a potential, once the door closes fully on something, that there is an initiation. It's an opportunity. And the Star here, so we've got, interesting, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Here we've got the 4 fixed signs, which are Leo, Scorpio, and, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. What's missing is Taurus, which is also depicted in this card. Let's see, because this could be a love initiation, a new beginning, a possible offer through the internet. Yes, the Star could speak to hope, that someone is closing one door and hoping for another door to open, because we cannot have 2 open doors at the same time. The Star also is a card of healing, but also a wish fulfillment at a possible physical future or timely future. Let's look at the High Priestess. I'm wondering if some of you may not be closing the door on either a Scorpio or an Aquarius, possibly. Let's look at the High Priestess. We've got the 6 of Pentacles here, which is also here. Now this speaks to equal giving and receiving, usually. For some of you, it may not have been equal. Maybe the coin is flipped now. So this person, possibly, where they were giving more, let's say, here, now they're giving here. So a flipping of a coin I get here, which promises that childbirth, that new beginning, which we see here with the High Priestess. So this could be, for some of you, if you're dealing with, let's say, a divine masculine that was in another relationship with someone that was very independent, very, could be, because the Queen of Wands many times could be very demanding as well. Someone that was very demanding, someone that was not happy, someone that did not share their heart. So that, were they in it for the money? Were they very argumentative? Were they a troublemaker? Possibly. Because here, this could be now that fate, the hand of fate is turning, and the tables turn, the coin is flipped, and now the generosity is towards that third person. I don't know. Or this is now that someone's gone through their awakening and they understand that this is a spiritual connection, and they want to reciprocate with their spiritual other half. Wow. There's the friendship, there's the affiliation, which we saw friendship here. 2 people that come from different parts of the world, maybe different skin, may have different, they come from different races, different beliefs, different religions. But this can also say that a past situation maybe, and I'm going to say again, maybe leaving a past relationship, marriage, where there was infidelity, but maybe finishing off on a good note because of children as well. But this is also 1111. It's the opening. It's like now what was imagined may be set down, you know, through actions taken, through desire, through creativity. Four of Wands is like a celebration. Let's look at the World card. We've got the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Mainly Taurus. Someone who loves money. Someone who is larger than life. Someone who is a father. Someone who has their own business. Someone that it needed to be certain. Interesting. Remember Mars and Uranus in fixed Taurus. Remember what I said, that Taurus is missing the Hierophant as a major arcana? Well, we've got the minor arcana here. But let's see what else comes through, because King of Pentacles is someone that needs to be certain. Remember, Mars in Taurus, meeting up with Uranus, meeting up with our goal. Someone who needed to be certain. We've got the Chariot, which means travel, which means overcoming obstacles. This king could also hold very strong Cancer in their chart, or they're making the moves that they needed to make, overcoming issues relative to their home, their family, also possibly connected to children, because Cancer is the child, it's the baby. But also making a choice, because the Charioteer needs to choose. So I'm going to say also Gemini comes through. And we've got the Nine of Wands. This is the end of the burden. Nine of Wands is someone that's coming out of this imprisoning situation. Look at the wild animal here. There's no holding this King of Pentacles back. This Chariot is not going to be blocked, because nines are endings. And this could also speak to self-made prison, which they could be overcoming. And it could have been relative to anything connected to their desires or what they're hoping to create in their life. We've got the Ace of Wands here. Let's take one more on that Nine of Wands. And we've got a Nine of Swords. A lot of stress, anxiety, worry, but that's coming to an end as the sun comes through. So Leo, confidence, the Leo season possibly here. There will be worries. I'm not going to say that there will not be worries. There's difficulty in transition, because this is a victory card. Victory is not going to be easy. We've still got Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords ahead of this Chariot. So this Chariot is going to meet up with the Nine of Wands. So it could be a madman, a mad woman, someone that's going to cause a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of stress and anxiety before that sun comes through. And we've got the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Obviously it's Sagittarius. This speaks to travel, movement. This also speaks to movement and travel. And the Knight holds his wand. Now we've got a Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands is, this is what I desire. Even if she's a spouse, maybe she's connected with someone that's a bit younger, someone that travels for work. The Page and the Knight, they both hold these aces. So it's about action, communication, to open up this imprisoning situation. And there's lots of worry around it, lots of blockages or limitations possibly. Remember, a birthing is never easy. Three of Wands, so much desire. This was the general card. I want to take one card on the Page of Wands. What is it that we're hearing through the grapevine? What is it? For some of you, I'm going to say possibly also, if the King of Wands is a spouse, and the third party could possibly be that Knight of Wands, someone that's younger. Because the imprisoning situation is connected with the King of Wands. King of Wands is someone there to protect their children. Family is very important for them. But they could also be someone that's very controlling. Very controlling, because this is the minor arcana of the Emperor. So they could hold Aries in their chart as well, and they're trying to keep someone imprisoned, someone not leaving. This could cause a lot of worry. But you know, this is someone following their heart. This is the blossoming energy here. The moment of crisis, yes. But here is the child that's growing. Here it's a newborn, and here it's sitting on its able to sit up. So there is like a growth. There is like a moment of growth here. And interesting that, see the wheel that she's kneading here, whatever she's doing here. I don't know how to say this, but she's creating something, right? It's like she's waiting for the right time for this wheel to turn. Let's take one card on the now. Oh my God, everyone. Oh my God. There is the Taurus card that I did say. This is the major arcana that's missing here. So the wheel turns and brings changes. Where the Hierophant is concerned, you're either dealing with someone that was in another connection, whether it was you or your person. This is narcissism. You could see that this person demands, they want to hold on to the control. This is narcissism in its hugest, biggest form. Whether it's a business, a family, whatever's holding them back, they're bowing down to the whims of this leader, or of, because this is Taurus, this fixation. What is Taurus? It's my money. It's what I've got in the bank. It's what makes me feel good. It's my beliefs. It's how I grew up. These are my beliefs. It's those higher ups than me, someone being under the finger of someone else. But Jupiter, the wheel fate, is going to bring the fated changes here, I feel. Remember, the Hierophant is number 5. 5s speak to changes because they're imbalances. I did say I was going to take a card on the Page of Wands, and I forgot. Let's take a card on that. What will we be hearing off the grapevine? We've got a Tower moment. I did say that Uranus-Mars has not given us the outcome yet, the result. What will we become aware about? That there is an ending. There's deception. Someone's been stabbed in the back. There have been lies. There have been illusions. There's been betrayal. This turns into the Ace of Swords, which is reckoning, which is truth, which is opportunities. And remember, the Ace will complete this Nine of Swords. Okay? So whatever we hear may not be easy, but it will bring the release, the awareness, the change to situations that have not built on solid ground, relationships, not built on truth, only built on betrayal, lies, and deception. You know what? Sometimes I say, whoever is sneaky and checking out other people's social media, checking the other person's phone because they may fear that there's been betrayal and deception. Whatever they find out, they will have to deal with. And whatever they find out may be also very shocking to them. But I guess everything happens for a reason, right? 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. 8 of Pentacles, so much to do with stability and money. 5, 8, we had the 6, the 7, we've got the 6 here. We've got like the 10 of Pentacles, very similar here. But what's very significant are the 6 of Pentacles showing up twice. Oh my goodness. What do we have at the foundation? We've got the 6 of Cups, which is a soulmate connection, and the 5 of Swords, third parties. Third parties could also be, of course, children, because the 6 of Cups is also children. It's nostalgia. It's someone from your past. We're coming into retrograde season, right? So we're dealing with the past. Let's see what the romance angels bring for us. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, everyone. It really does help the channel. I'm not promising about this reading next week. I feel I will be away. So just in case you're wondering, just giving you a heads up, what does the romance angels, what does it show? Something is being birthed here, but after an ending. What does the romance angels, what does it advise where love and the person you're connecting with is concerned? What is showing up? What is advised? Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That is Leo energy for me. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You see that someone needs to make a decision, because the indecision is like the self-imprisonment. Surely, energetically, those of you that are in between two worlds, those of you that are the third party and your person is not deciding, this is why it's not happening. Because one door needs to close before another can open. We cannot hold 2 watermelons under one armpit like the 2 of Pentacles. We cannot be hedging our bets, going from one half door to another open, another half door open. It doesn't work that way. One door needs to be fully closed before the other can open. But it all starts off with a decision. And there is your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. If you were wondering, we've got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And we've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents and a past relationship, I would say, as you close the door, as you're waiting on divine timing for this new chapter or a new love. It could be an old love that hasn't taken form yet as well. So keep that in mind. But I'm going to say that friendship holds a very important place in this reading. Let's see emotionally where we will be moving forward. Now, whenever you get to see this, right? Usually my readings do go for about a week until the next reading, but as I said, I don't think next Wednesday I will have a reading for you. So maybe whenever you view this, I'm looking at my camera. I did see a card of strong yin energy. So pay attention to signs and synchronicities. Trust your intuition. Where will we be emotionally, and what's going on in the psyche? Family. Big dreams, which could speak to illusion but also deception. Also a yearning for the magic. If your relationship has not taken form. Mirroring. A lot of water we see here. A lot of water. Nostalgia. For me, the mirroring card is like both of you are daydreaming and hoping that this will manifest, but there's family. Family could be blocking, children could be blocking the way. We've got union. And the mirroring also, to me, is also attracting the person, attracting your other half. Okay, sometimes it's, for me, the mirroring card is also looking at our reflection and seeing who we truly are. Seeing who we truly are. And we've got abandoned. Childhood abandoning issues, feeling like abandoning a child for a union, for a relationship. Now, because we don't read reversals, this could be, obviously it does speak to some sort of an ending, because this is blocking off this union. So someone needs to abandon a situation, or what's blocking is childhood abandonment issues or things related to children and family. We've got mute, so there may be a lack of communication, a sense of emptiness at this time. But then we've got the guidance here, the light, which is this is the Hermit. Number 9, similar to number 9 in the Major Arcana. Someone sees the light. They receive the guidance. There's refocus. Refocus and tribe. Tribe would be your soulmate, your twin flame. Family would be more so what is in reality, what is real. So there's a refocus relative to the tribe, which is a refocus with your person. Pay attention, signs and synchronicities. There are the vibrations. It's like a twin flame is sending their messages out to you, their thoughts, their how can I say it? Their frequencies. It's like a connection. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities. The 5th dimension is a twin flame. There's a lot of numbing, a lot of pain, a lot of fate and destinies, a lot of stoppages and difficulties that have been received. There's been an offer, but it hasn't been a very clear and concise offer. There's fear surrounding it. There are blockages. There's a lack of truth. There's illusion. You do connect. You do connect on another realm here, on that 5th dimensional realm, possibly when you sleep, when you astral travel. Wow, okay. I want to get a bit more information with the Kipper, and then we will take some love messages. My handwritten love messages that you can ask for your own personal love message through commenting, not in the chat section. I am in the chat section, but in beneath the video and in the comments, not in the chat, please. Yes, please, so you can get your own personal love message. And don't forget, we are offering mini love readings. If you're wanting to donate $15, that also helps the channel, and we will you need to email us, obviously, and give us the name of your person, the person you're looking into. You can also mention their birth date. That helps. And your birthday, your first name, their first name, and your birth dates. If you're wanting a mini reading, it makes it more precise. Thank you very much in advance. What is showing up relative to this love connection? The person you are thinking of now. We've got the House. We've got great fortune. And we've got the Lovers. Oh my goodness. This to me says that a choice will be made. There will be separation, because this is a Jupiterian card. This is like having Mercury, Jupiter, and then this is like Earth. It's like grounding. It's like the house, right? The Lovers obviously speaks to third parties. There are blockages and limitations, but there's a sense of release, truth, wisdom, abundance, and fated changes, which will bring great fortune. It could be possible fortune, yes, financial fortune, yes, that comes with this relationship, or a sense of emotional richness, right? Because the house is a very positive card. It speaks to grounding, it speaks to the home, it speaks to security. This is like very similar to the Ten of Pentacles for me. So there are, because Jupiter also brings, it's like the wheel of fate, which brings endings. Yes, Jupiter means the truth is coming through. Jupiter can speak to separation. But this is also a great love connection. Difficulties in making one's choice, because the Lovers is Gemini. It is a twin flame connection as well. But this is also where love is concerned, someone standing in their truth and they want something long term. There are many ways that we can actually interpret, right? Now, I'm also going to add one more thing. For those of you that want a mini reading with a kippa, you donate $15, you send that email through. I'm willing to do this for you as well. Please tell us in your email if you're wanting the Love Greek Oracle or the Kippa Oracle. You've got that choice. If you don't tell me, I will be using the Greek Oracle, Love Oracle. All right? So that is what is on offer here. This is what the reading is all about. Check the number out. It's a number 20. Blossom. Yes, there will be blossoming. There are opportunities for that. Let's read the Blossom card. Remember, it was in the reverse. It was in the reverse, wasn't it? But here we don't have a reversed message. So we read the upright message. So let's take it as upright then. Matters of the heart are much like flowers. In the bud stage, the relationship is in a state of potential. It requires loving care and attention to help it grow, develop, and bloom. So I would say, because it was in the reverse, this relationship is in the bud stage. It hasn't bloomed yet. It will bloom. Possibly for some of you in the Leo season. Others of you, it could be in the Scorpio season. It will not be the same timeline. The timeline is huge, and if you're wanting more of a time frame for yourself, you need to get a personal reading. And patrons get a discount off all our personal readings, whether it's tarot, astrology analysis, synastry, all the readings that are offered on our website. So become a patron and get to go in a draw for a free reading every month. Anyway, the people involved in the relationship must be willing to trust and open themselves to each other. And that would be the Strength card. It is a card of trust. It is a card of great desire, sexual desire, but also a card of patience, trust, power, confidence. That's what's going on in the now. With the proper amount of nurturing, the relationship will blossom and bring beauty to the lives of those involved. It's time for you to nurture the potential of your relationships. I would say, as long as we're in the Cancer season, until the 22nd, 23rd, depending on where you are in the world, when the sun is going to ingress into its home sign of Leo. Right now it's about nurturing. Once Leo season comes in, it's time to take those risks. It's time to play, it's time to flirt, it's time to date, it's time to get out there if you're looking for love. Okay? Nurture the potential of your relationships now. New life and love are waiting for you. Remember the birthing. New life and love are waiting for you. You have only to reach out and take hold. seize the energies of renewal and surround you now, and allow yourself to blossom like a beautiful flower. Awaken to the possibilities regarding desires of the heart. A blossom follows the sun because its warmth and light nurture the flower and infuse it with energy. There is the sun. Follow your heart. I get the goosebumps. The sun even provides some of the nutrients needed by the blossom. What is the sun in your own life? What nurtures you and helps you thrive? Do your relationships provide what you need? If not, it may be time to transform your life and grow in a new direction. You're in a period of growth regarding affairs of the heart. Stretch yourself and your ideas of what you believe is possible, and know, in fact, that all things are possible if you will only follow your sun. Hello, everyone. If you don't have the confidence that you are worthy, that you can create, that you can take action, that you can attract, just like the Queen of Wands here, she's sitting at the root. If you are not in this energy, then you may miss out on opportunities. Follow your heart, be decisive, take action. She is also very generous. She gives from her heart and she takes risks. For those of you that are not wanting to take a risk on love, you're missing out. Okay? So, Leo is a time of gamble, a time of risk-taking. Love is worth the risk. So, I am wishing you well. But let's take those handwritten messages, because everyone's situation is different. Remember, these could be thoughts of yours, thoughts of your person. We may be tuning into your energy, your emotions. So take them with a grain of salt. I'm going to say take a risk. It's like throwing the ball in their court. Take that risk and see what happens. If there is no return, time to move on. Okay? Now, trust your intuition in how patient you are and how long you can keep doing that. You need to trust your higher self. I have loved you from the moment I met you, but the problems in my life don't allow me to follow my heart right now. It won't be fair on you either. I'm moving on. I'm healing now, leaving the past. That could be a past connection. Don't ever think that I don't love you and that I forgot you. I will always be here for you with open arms. You grew a flower in my heart, which I call love. Now, if you've received these personal messages before, then maybe in this reading, there's something very important for you. You can trust me with your heart, babe. I won't ever hurt you. I really want to work on us. You are worth it. Your love touched my soul. Our families will never accept this relationship. You are the love of my life. Two cups of, we've got the Two of Cups twice. 2 cups of love, I'm going to say, okay? I am now awakened. Now I see clearly. You are the one for me. I'm ready to take the next step with you. My heart is in your hands. Please don't hurt me. No one knows me better than you. Look at all these red cards. Last week we had a lot of black. Of course, the black cards are more negative, so this does give us great potentials, and we've got beautiful aspects, great opportunities at this time, dear friends. I miss you just as much as you miss me. A love like ours will never pass. I've had enough. You're blocked. And the timing is not right. Maybe tomorrow What's at the bottom here? I couldn't stay with you because I felt as though I was suffocating. I want to be free. Wow. Okay, everyone. Lovely. Now, we do offer twin flame readings, soulmate readings on our website. If you're interested, do get in. You can get the link to our website beneath this video. As I said, if you're a Patreon, you do get a discount. Patreon, the first tier gets 10% off, the second tier gets 15%, and the third tier gets 20% off. So thank you for your support. A special thank you to our patrons, always for their support. For those of you that had your personal readings recently with me and have donated because you were over the moon, so happy and so appreciative of your reading, whether it was the generosity of time or the way the reading was suited to you personally, and you've donated. You know who you are. A big thank you to you. A big thank you to you. It is people like you that hold up the channel and keep this channel going. The views are going down. They're going down, and I don't know how long this will keep happening, how long I can keep providing free videos for you. So if you're hoping that this channel succeeds and keeps its head above water, any way you support this channel, whether it's sharing this video, whether it's liking it, whether it's commenting 2 and 3 times, everything helps, as well as your donations, as well as your trust in our personal readings, in the way I read for you. And thank you. And we will keep going as long as we can. If there's no point at some time, if Kronos says, you know what, Kathy, it's a time for change, then of course this channel will stop. I will never stop, continuing my astrology. My website will be up, maybe stop. We may stop doing free videos here and just keep the patrons. We don't know. It's still early yet, but I'm just telling you how things are. Don't say I did not tell you. And thank you again for your love and your support, and for being here every Wednesday with us. I do appreciate you all, and I do enjoy doing this and connecting with you through the chat section. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well and smoothly moving forward. As I said, we're still going to have those shocking or those awe moments, the surprising revelations coming through in the future. It will be at a different timeline for each of you. I hope that it's good and not shocking. I hope that it will be freeing and not too hard for you, whatever's going on. But remember, life is like a walk in the park. There are thorns, but there are also beautiful roses, and there's, a beautiful sense of being in the Garden of Eden. There are thorns, yes. There are challenges, but there is also so much abundance and so much tranquility. And it's not about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. So let's enjoy our journey. Come what may, moving forward. My love to all of you. Stay vigilant. Stay strong. Stay with an open heart. Love yourself and love others around you. Have that big heart and forgive. I'm not saying forget, but forgive, as the poison that stays within your heart does damage to your heart and not the others. Okay? And let God be the judge of other people's actions towards you, against you, or you know what I mean, what I'm getting at. Love and light, my dear friends. Just to let you know, Gaia is right at my feet. There she is. She was sleeping right at my feet, And Agapi is right next to her under the table. So I do believe that cats are very intuitive. They do help with our psychic ability, and they're always around me. So I would say trust in the psychic ability of Gaia and Agapi that do bring you these videos. Anyway, love and light. Thank you so much to all of you. I will talk to you soon.